Nike is trying to stop sneaker bots again. If you ever went for any online releases, you know sneaker botting is a big issue. Not has only Nike been dealing with this issue, but we've been seeing with Yeezy Supply, Shopify, Finish Line, JD Sports. Every single site that releases sneakers has a bot on it. And Nike is finally putting their foot down and trying to stop bots. So there's an article that came out from Wall Street Journal that said Nike to crack down on sneaker buying bots, dealing a blow to resale market. And if we just scroll down a little bit here, this is pretty much the key point of the article. It says, in a sweeping update to its rules for US shoppers this month, the sneaker giant said it could cancel orders placed with automated ordering software or technology on its website or apps. The company also said it could charge restocking fees, decline to issue refunds, or suspend the accounts of people it determines are buying its shoes, apparel, or other items with the intent to resell. Orders that exceed product purchase limits, which Nike can implement on highly coveted items, could be rejected according to the revised rules posted on Nike's website. So based off that small section of the article, it looks like Nike is actually trying to take the steps to stop resellers and stop bots on their site, which in theory it sounds amazing. There's a lot of people on Twitter that are excited that Nike is finally taking a stand against sneaker bots. The sneaker game might be coming back for good. I'm here to tell you guys that is not gonna happen. I really hate to shut down the idea of Nike actually taking a stand against bots, but I'm telling you guys, this is not gonna happen. There's just so many variables that go into trying to find out who is a reseller and who is using bots that I just don't think that it could work. If you remember a while ago, I think this was back in 2019, Nike actually did stop Nike bots completely. There's a point in time where sneakers botting was at an all-time high. Whatever Nike implemented at that time completely stopped bots, because a lot of botting companies had ended up closing down and transferring to different sites. And it actually lasted for a long time. Sneaker botting had just picked up probably about like 5-6 months ago, and now it's actually getting so bad to where the site is crashing. You aren't able to submit payments. It's just overall terrible because so many people are instinct for the draws. Now I know you're thinking, if Nike was able to stop them the first time, why can they not stop them again? Well, it becomes more complicated now. There's a quote in this article from the CTO from Akamai Technologies, which is a company that develops anti-bot solutions, and he says, "It's very much a cat and mouse game. As long as there's that profit motive, somebody will attempt to go down this path." And I bring that up to say because sites have tried and tried to stop bots, but they're gonna keep evolving. Every time one thing gets patched, there's always a new thing that comes into it. When Yeezy Supply was on Shopify, that site was getting heavily botted, and then they switched over to Demandware, where for the first few drops, bots weren't really doing all that well, but over time they adapted, and now the site is just flooded with bots. It is impossible to get a pair on Yeezy Supply. I was talking about there are so many variables that go into stopping sneaker botting. They talked about charging restocking fees. In theory, that sounds cool. I don't think it works, because what if the average person gets mistaken as a bot? Then that causes issues. Then they talked about declining refunds for potential resellers, but how do you determine who is a reseller and their intention to buy it? I see some people on Twitter where they talk about how they enter shoes for their friends. They basically just buy it on their account and just give it to their friends for retail. I mean, by definition, that is technically a reseller. I'm bringing all these points up just to show you how many variables there are to determine this. As for the resellers, I don't feel like this is really going to stop anything. Soul Retriever just posted this article, which I feel like is very helpful for determining who is a reseller and who is not in Nike's eyes. And in this section right here, it says users who use automated software bots to purchase products, users who purchase multiple of the same SKU repeatedly, users who exploit coupons and use them to purchase a large quantity of product, and users who consistently are returning and canceling orders. So based on those parameters, there really isn't a lot of people that they're going to stop. We talked about the people botting, they're trying to crack down on that. They said people that purchase multiple of the same SKU. That's pretty vague. I don't know how far that goes. Like, what if I purchase 2 pairs of Taxi Jordan 1s? Are they talking about 3 pairs, 4 pairs? You see what I mean? It's pretty vague. They talked about people that are exploiting coupons and purchasing large quantity of products. They're mostly talking about the people that are buying up all the Air Force Ones and reselling them for a profit. We talked about that a while ago when Nike raised up their price again of the Air Force One to $110. That move definitely slowed down a lot of Air Force One resellers. And then the last thing says users who consistently are returning and canceling orders. That actually is a big blow, because a lot of people purchase the shoes knowing that they have like some type of security. If the shoe isn't making you any type of money, you could return it directly back to Nike and get all your money back. You're really not losing any money. But with that shutdown, that is going to stop a lot of people from buying up all the stock, even if they don't want the shoe to begin with. But again, that is pretty vague. What is consistently? Like once every month, once every 2 months? We're just gonna have to see what they say about that. Nike is trying to make a statement to resellers, but my only question for them is, why are they not cracking down on the people that actually have Nike accounts and Nike contracts with them? The biggest resellers in the game are the people that actually own stores that get Nike inventory. Marcus Jordan, who is Michael Jordan's son, backdoored the entire Jordan 1 trophy room stock. Union LA, who got an exclusive Jordan 2 colorway, backdoored tons of pairs to Benjamin Kicks, who end up posting it online. Extra Butter, which is a store that holds a raffle for every big shoe release they have and never sells any pairs, backdoors all of it. And it's been proven multiple times. Hell, even a few months ago, I believe it was Social Status, got exposed by one of the employees for the owner literally having their Go account open with all of their inventory listed on it. Why is Nike not targeting them? Why is Nike not terminating their contracts? Instead of focusing on the people they have actual business with, they're looking at everybody else. And for that, I have no hope. I don't think this shit will ever end. They're targeting people that are hitting 1 or 2 pairs online instead of the people that are moving 30 plus pairs. Pairs that are giving to them directly from Nike. Think about that. How does that make sense? So I know a lot of you guys are optimistic and you're hoping that Nike actually takes this very seriously. I just wanted to come on here and just give you my points on why I think that won't happen. They've been talking about stuff like this for years and years. At this point, it's just false hope, but we'll see what happens. So that's pretty much it for today's video, man. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below if you actually think Nike is going to do something about this situation. And if you want to see a video why I think Jordans aren't selling out, click right here. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next one.